Here's the simple business philosophy that has helped our wedding photographers scale to the deep six figures. What's up guys, Jordan Correces here, co-founder of the Wedding Lead Machine Accelerator, the WLMA. If you don't know who we are, so we are a team of six-figure wedding photographers. We have almost 1,000 wedding photography and videography students worldwide right now, and we've helped a ton of them scale to the deep six figures. Some of them to 100,000 to even as high as $400,000 years. And today I have a really important lesson I want to teach you, a key principle and business philosophy that has not only helped us scale our wedding photography business to the six figures, scale our current company to really crazy heights, but even get our students to those insane levels as well. So I'm just going to flip over my screen right now and share with you the background behind where I learned this business philosophy and how it's gotten us to really awesome levels of scale in our businesses. And so in the early days when I first became a wedding photographer, I had way too many strategies. I was on, Instagram, Facebook. I was running ads on all different types of platforms. I was going to wedding fairs. I was on every single affiliate. And because my attention was spread so thin amongst all those different strategies, I really felt like I was putting all this work into the business but not getting anywhere. And it was like I built complicated chaos in the business. The attention was spread thin on all these strategies that I thought were going to take me to where I wanted my business to go, but it felt like I was at a standstill. I was plateaued. And even with all those different strategies that I was learning, I thought the more strategies would be better. I really had no clue which of those strategies I was doing was actually working. And I seemed to just follow what other wedding photographers told me. They told me to go on The Knot, on Wedding Pro, on Thumbtack. They told me to go on things like Bark. They would tell me to go to these wedding fairs or work on my SEO. And I did all those things, but I wasn't getting as much growth as I wanted in my business. I had lots of work happening, lots of busy work happening in the business with very little return. And so as I started doing this and trying to figure out what happened, I found a mentor, and my mentor told me this: keep the main thing the main thing. And this is the simple business philosophy scaling our wedding photographers to those $100,000 to $400,000 years. And I'm going to teach you this concept, the strategy, and how this has worked out for us and how it can work out for you as well. So taking a look at this as well. In this video, you're going to discover the proven business philosophy, keeping the main thing the main thing, and what this actually means, how this works, and what this looks like practically for your wedding photography business. Then I'm going to show you some actual case studies from us and students so you know that this isn't BS, this is stuff that actually works. Number 3, we're going to dive into our exact business strategy to get wedding clients. So I'm literally going to show you the step-by-step strategy our students are doing right now to hit those $10,000 to $20,000 months, sometimes those $30,000 to $50,000 months in their businesses, and scaling really quickly. The step-by-step strategy. And at the end, just more helpful advice so you really get the most out of this. Now, take a look at this. This is what most wedding photographer and videography businesses look like. Imagine that each of these fallen branches is a different business strategy. You're doing a whole lot of business strategies, but your attention is spread so thin amongst all of them. So even though you're doing more strategies, your business is absolute chaos and you're not really getting anywhere. Maybe, one day you're working on Facebook ads, one day you're working on your Instagram gallery, the other day maybe TikTok, then you're on wedding fairs, then you're trying to build your referral list. And your attention is spread so thin, no matter how much work you do on these, it's just chaos. You're not really taking your wedding photography business anywhere. Now, this is what a successful wedding photography and videography business should look like. You have one or two trunks of the tree. And those one or two chunks of the tree are what we call the main thing. Maybe that is a advertisement and marketing funnel, or maybe that is something like SEO. But most of our attention is focused on that main thing. And when we master that, when we pull most of our attention, 80% of our attention on that main thing, we're doing a lot less work, but we're able to bring our business so much further. And at the top of the trunk, we have the branches. And those are the other strategies where maybe we're spending, 10 to 20% of our attention. But it is through focusing our attention on the main thing, on the trunk of the tree, that is really pushing our business forward. So as another example, I used this image in another YouTube video I made not too long ago. And so most wedding photographers' businesses look like on the left. It's chaos. They're focused on so many strategies. They're doing so much busy work. But because of this chaos and all these tangles in the wire, jumping from strategy to strategy, they're not able to get that light bulb to flicker. But when you simplify your business, you find the most efficient strategy, the fastest strategy, you focus 80 to 90% of your attention on that, you're able to scale your business much faster and get a whole lot more profit. Everything is much more linear to getting to the success that you want. So you want your business to not look like this. You want it to look more like this, the trunk of the tree, focusing on the main things. You don't want it to look like this on the left, absolute chaos spread out between all these different strategies. You want to be focused like the image on the right. Keep the main thing the main thing. So now you might be asking, okay, Jordan, so I get that concept, but what is the strategy we use as the main thing in our business? What does that look like? And I'm going to share that with you really, really soon, just so you get excited about it and you know that this is stuff that actually works. I'm going to share with you some case studies. So here's one of our students, Hunter and Sarah Sheldon Photography. Not too long ago, he sent me these messages when we were getting an update on his results. Hunter messaged me. He said, "No, thank you. Our WLMA sales funnel just became more than 50% of all our booked weddings for 2021. We're literally twice as booked in 2021 as we would be without the WLMA tactics." And I replied to set up a student interview with him. Another message we had, "Hey Jordan, Merry Christmas. Looks like our gross receipts are going to end the year right around 235,000. Praise the Lord. Merry Christmas. Amazing work. So happy for you too. Can't wait to ship you guys the awards this year." And this is their website, hunterandsarahphotography.com. They have really beautiful work. Really impressed with the work and what they've done in our program as well. Just to show you guys that these are real people that I'm talking about. And the awards I'm talking about here are some of the awards that we give out to some of our students on our yearly events. For another case study, this is actually our current company right now. I know there's a lot of numbers here, but if you look down on the bottom right, here's some of our totals. In this specific month of business, through this business philosophy and strategy, we had over $76,000 in revenue. We had a profit loss of over $56,000, and we had over $40,000 in cash collected. Like not just payment plans, but actually cash that we collected, that we get to hold on to right now. So whether if you're looking at our current case study or you're looking at where Hunter and Sarah were able to take their business, the business philosophy and strategy I'm about to show you right now 100% works. Now, what is our exact strategy to book weddings every single month, rinse and repeat? And this is simply it right here. So I'll list this out right here. This is basically what our students are doing every single month. $50 to $200 a month on Facebook and Instagram ads. So this is to get cold traffic of newly engaged couples. About $2 to $5 a day with retargeting ads, also on Facebook and Instagram. We will be adding Google ads for retargeting soon. And then to actually nurture these leads so they build trust in your brand, 3 marketing emails a week. Cross-pollination to other platforms. We don't just want these leads on email, we want them on other platforms as well. Throughout those nurturing platforms, we like to do 80% value content, 20% calls to action. So enough content so they build trust in your brand, but you want these wedding couples to move forward as well. So those right calls to action. And when the leads become warm and hot, advancing the conversation with those hot leads. And it's a super simple concept of what we're doing. Obviously, there's more to it to actually get this marketing funnel to work. But from a really simple bird's eye view, this is a simple system that's taken a lot of our students to those $100,000 to $400,000 years. Now, how do we implement this strategy to the main thing and the trunk of the tree philosophy? Take a look at this. So here we have a little diagram of a tree. And let's say your most efficient strategy was, ads and a marketing funnel. So for us in the WLMA, we keep our sponsored advertising and our marketing funnel as the trunk of the tree. This is where we're putting 80% of our attention, and everything else, we're not doing other strategies, but we're only putting maybe 10 to 20% attention on those other aspects of business. Maybe it is affiliates, maybe it is SEO, vendor referrals, word of mouth, and wedding fairs. But when we simplify the business in this way, instead of trying to spread our attention so thin amongst all of them at the same time, we're able to grow our business 10 times as fast. So now let's say, you've been running a system like this for a while, where you've been getting really great results with your ads and your marketing funnel. And through time, because you have a great product and great marketing, let's say word of mouth starts to become very, very good. And 50% of your clients are now word of mouth, 50% of them are from your marketing funnel. What we would simply do is we would move the word of mouth to part of the main thing. Now we have our ads and marketing funnel and word of mouth that we're using as the main source of lead generation. 80 and 90% of that is now focused and is part of the trunk of the tree of our business. And we're still focusing, 10 to 20% on these other aspects here in the branches. And it's through focusing on a very simple concept and philosophy like this, we're able to scale our wedding photography businesses, honestly, sometimes 10 times faster than our competition. Most wedding photographers I've seen maybe scale and hit 6 figures, but it took maybe 3 to 5 years or more. We've been able to help wedding photographers get to deep in the 6 figures, anywhere between 6 to 9 months with this business philosophy. So before moving on, does this make sense? If you're still a little confused with this concept and what we're doing, pause the video, rewind it, watch it again before moving on. Now, if this concept does make sense, here's a really important question for you. Are you suddenly beyond your ads or your funnel just because you got word of mouth to grow? So as an example, at first the main thing was marketing funnels. We suddenly got one of the branches to grow and we added it to the trunk of the tree. Do you abandon ads and your marketing funnel just because your word of mouth grew? And the answer is no. You've simply added to your main thing, shifting focus according to the market. When that main thing grows with the strategies that are bringing in a huge chunk of your clients, obviously priorities may shift a little depending on what works best for your business. But we're still keeping both of those as the trunk of your tree. And I wanted to mention that because that's a huge mistake I see a lot of wedding photographers make when they use this philosophy, and suddenly they start maybe getting more leads and clients through their SEO or through word of mouth. They totally abandon what got them there in the first place. And that is something that you do not want to do, because really if you're doing that, you've gotten rid of 50% of the potential clients that you could get. So, some key advice for you. Number 1, avoid shiny object syndrome. Remember the photo I showed you of the fallen branches that represent the strategies and the tangled up wire that represents the chaos when you do that. More strategies does not equal more success. Every time we want to grow our business, oftentimes we think we need to continue adding more and more and more, and things just keep getting more complicated. You want to keep things simple. So that brings us to number 2. Find the most efficient strategy. So maybe that's 1 or 2 strategies that you know can bring you the most leads and clients. For us, we've tested everything. We've found that to be sponsored advertising and marketing funnels, and that has become our trunk of the tree. So that brings us to number 3. Focus 80% of your attention on the trunk of your tree, on the main thing that is bringing you leads and clients. This simplifies your business. And then focus 10 to 20% of your attention on the branches, because you don't want to completely neglect the branches or those other strategies, because eventually, like the example I showed you, one of those branches could grow and you could add it to the trunk of your tree as well. So if that happens, number 4, never abandon your main thing. If the main strategy, the trunk of your tree, starts to scale other branches, you add that to the trunk of the tree. But don't feel like you need to totally leave what got you there in the first place. You will scale even further if you continue nurturing both of those strategies. And then finally, number 5, less is more. Simplicity is key. Keep your business lean. The more simple, the less strategies that you use, and the more lean you keep your business, the further you're going to take those results. The less chaos you create in your business will take you further and faster to your desired goal. So repeating that again, the more simple and lean your business is, the more profit you will bring in. Get rid of complicated chaos and keep the main thing the main thing. So this simple philosophy and strategy is what helped Hunter and Sarah Sheldon, some of our students, scale to $235,000 a year in their wedding photography and videography business. Now, do you want to learn how to build a deep 6-figure wedding photo or video marketing funnel? Well, I got some really awesome value for you. So go ahead and you can type this in your browser, www.wlma.co. And it's going to take you to our website where you can scroll. You can learn all about how we've helped our students, more about our story. If you want to watch a free training here, you can learn all about how we build this funnel to take a lot of wedding photographers deep in the 6 figures. Now, actually at the moment right now, this free training is under construction because we are making a new one. So depending on when you watch this video, if on our official website it is under construction, instead go to www.wlma.club and then watch that free training instead if the one on our official website is not working. We'll teach you everything we're doing to really scale wedding photography businesses. And we're offering wedding photographers and videographers a chance to have a free coaching call and marketing strategy session as well. So if you're interested in a free coaching call and strategy session with us on Zoom, go ahead and go over to WLMA.co. Move your mouse over to where it says testimonials over here. And if you scroll all the way down past all these testimonials, you can see a calendar where you can apply and schedule a free marketing strategy session with us. Pick a time that works best for you. We'll meet on Zoom. And what we're going to do on this free coaching call is we're going to meet on Zoom. We're going to diagnose your business. We're going to audit your website and portfolio. We're going to see how much we think you can potentially charge. We'll build a roadmap to your goals, the fastest roadmap to your goals, help you find a newfound clarity in your business. And, we'll see if the WLMA is a good fit for you to scale your business. And if it's not, totally cool. You're still going to find a ton of value in this free coaching call with us. So thank you guys. If you found this philosophy and business strategy helpful with leading you in the right direction, please like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any topics that we want to talk about, comment below. And whether if I see you on our website, on the free training, or on one of those free coaching calls, I will see you guys on the other side.